What is up? What is up, everybody? It's Mark the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Link. I am Mark the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
Shit ton of wrestling that we always get caught up with. We have pay-per-views to review. We have another pay-per-view that happened yesterday, which I'll probably talk about, but we don't have to review that. And a lot of shit happened this week, so we'll get into that. First we have our wrestling retrospect. And our guest from the last cast, Nick, he picked Kenny Omega, New Japan. I just put Kenny Omega early career. So not all my matches are you New Japan. You could go first if you like.
No, I don't have.
Okay.
You go.
My first match is Kenny Omega versus the little 10-year-old girl. This is a fantastic watch. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's not long. It's about 10 minutes long, and it's Kenny Omega fighting a little girl, and you can see how skilled he is to pretty much slam himself for a couple times and make this girl strong. But there's a point that he kicks the shit out of her too, so it's just fucked up. This is I think she's the daughter of the owner of that wrestling federation which he was in at the time. I thought it was Riho eventually, but it's not. So I heard
hmm
differently. Someone said it was Riho, which
No,
might,
there's
yeah,
video of her
yeah.
at like a young age wrestling, but I don't know if that's the same exact
Yeah,
girl.
I don't think it's her either, but there are a lot of people rumored it that being Riho, but it's not. But it's a fun, fantastic thing. They did some weird shit in this federation. I think it's DDT at the time that he did it. Yeah, DDT. So definitely check it out. It's a fun thing, and it shows how skilled he is to like pretty much slam himself on top of his head. So there you go. That's my first match.
Uh, the first one I have is the one I saw a clip of is Prince Devitt versus Kenny Omega. This is a 12-11, no,
Yes.
2011, excuse me. 6'5", it says. That's the way they have it.
Yeah.
This is, I guess, before both of them were in the Bullet Club, or maybe it was Balor. Because it's the very beginning of I, I think both of their New Japan
Yeah.
like careers. Um, Most people will probably see this like in pieces on Instagram, I guess. But I'll just say watch it because you can see both of them. They have their pretty much distinct style already down already. They both kick Pat Jones over here, but the cool part is actually when they go outside and they fight in the street in front of the arena.
Yeah.
That's like the most memorable part that the
Yes.
clip show you is Kenny does like a flip off a moonsault off a ladder in the street, which is like Jesus Christ. If that boy would have slipped, I would go there, but he doesn't, and we have a cool ass clip, and that's kind of like the number one attribute of young Kenny is that he's just willing to do not just crazy stuff, but he'll do something that has not been normally done. And I think that's because he came from what is it, DDT
Yes.
first,
Yes.
where they do all types of insane stuff. And like where he made I think he's the first person to do a Hadouken as a wrestler.
Yes.
So there you go. And he hits Finn Balor with the Hadouken in this match.
Nice.
Uh,
This one is
I
in
believe he
DDT
doesn't.
Pro.
I just want to point that out.
But
I believe he loses the match though.
okay.
So there you go.
This is part of DDT Pro. This is for the open weight title. This is Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega, and healthy wishes to Kenny Kota Ibushi because he's gonna be out for like in a year or two.
hmm
Um, that boy's body breaking. You should think about actually not wrestling again because damn, this dude, he had a really mean back surgery too, and the neck surgery as well. So I'm like, Jesus Christ. Um, but to celebrate this, this was like a 30-minute match, but this was like straight out all action packed match, and these guys just killed each other. At the time, Kenny Omega was doing a 450 splash, and that's how he won the match. But went to like this was when he was in trunks too. He was like the green and yellow, so this is like early. I think he was doing also Ring of Honor at the time. But him and Kota Ibushi have fantastic chemistry, and you see it throughout this match. And this is very early, so they're a lot faster, a lot healthier, and they both have healthy necks. So, so they don't care about their neck in this match because they drop each other on their head so many fucking times. But it's a great match. Definitely check it out. It's on New Japan Pro Wrestling and DDT Pro Wrestling on YouTube. They have the whole match. It's like 37 minutes long.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Uh, yeah, your next one.
Let's see. The second one I have was a special. It's not all, but it is a new matchup, and it's recent Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd.
Nice.
So this was like, not, I want to say a year ago. Like they said, they put it up as 9 months ago in New Japan, and this was a clash of styles. Pretty much, what is it called? It was at Wrestle Dynasty.
Okay.
So it was branded AEW actually. So there you go. But it is a New Japan match, I believe. Um, Basically a strong style match. I mean, they were trying to kill each other, but correct me if I'm wrong. Was that before he went out?
No, this was after. I think that was like one of his first matches back.
Okay, all right.
Like I don't even think he had an AEW match back yet when he did that New Japan match.
He did, right?
Yeah, I don't think he had a AEW match at the time until that match, and that was his first one, and then he went back to AEW.
Okay, okay. Yes. I like it because they were treated as a big high profile thing. For the most part, Gabe Kidd was like their next big foreign star, like recent.
Yeah.
Um, and this is very, very violent. This is actually super bloody. Like I didn't expect it to get that way. Because I'm not really familiar with Kid, but he's like a brawler. He has like some technical stuff to him,
Yeah.
but he's a big boy. He likes to clothesline, suplex, and apparently make you bleed. Kenny does take him out though, the one winged angel, but it's a brutal match. So I recommend watch it out. It is 1/5/2025 if you want to
Nice.
look for it.
Cool. My last one. I was hoping I'll find it. I know they did fight, but I can't find it. Was it on here? No, this is a video game. uh, damn it, I had it and I just can't find it now. Omega versus. Anyway, I'll just put. I'll say one of their first matches, Kenny Omega versus Naito. This was for the junior weight championship. Um, I think he was the beginning of the Bullet Club when he was in with the junior weight title, and he fights Naito, and very heavy hitting, high flyer. Like it was somewhat high flying. Naito was probably a lot less lighter at the time too, so you see the difference of their bodies and whatnot. Um, they have always had great chemistry, so this was Fight Network, and this was part of. Damn, it doesn't give me no information on it besides it's Naito versus Kenny Omega. I'll just post the link up, but definitely check this match out. Kenny Omega wins. He retains his junior weight championship, but it was shenanigans with the Bullet Club.
Okay.
Wish I had more
Yes, sir.
details.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Um, okay. And the other one I had, because I wanted, like you did, to go further back, but Yeah, so that's what I have. Is the well, it was less because he's coming back, but I watched it because he's coming back. Kenny Omega versus Jay White.
Nice.
This is from the event is called New Japan Pro Wrestling: The Beginning in Sapporo. One 28 2018 is when it is.
Okay.
So I think we all did get to see this one actually. Um, because I feel like this was when no, this is before Jay White was champ, right? Yes, because when he was champ, they changed the belt,
Yeah.
the new belt, which is actually the old belt. This is the U.S. Championship.
Okay.
So I think this is when Kenny, when they, was this when he first won this? Um, I think it's interesting here. This is no facial hair, Jay White, baby faced as can be. Just got like the Switchblade names him because I realized I didn't see him in ROH, so I didn't even know him before that. But he's had a career for a good while. Um, Again, this one is not exactly like brawling outside the ring. This one is hold for hold. This one is suplex for suplex. This one is try to break each other's necks. This one is Switchblade trying to open his chest up because that's what his name insinuates. Um, and actually, Switchblade beats him,
Nice.
but he so it's a it's a weird counter because I thought about it looking at it, and he got hit with the V trigger, and then as Kenny's about to follow up, he catches him with what is his finisher called? Because it's basically the same
What?
thing as Cody. I don't.
Yeah, it's like it's the opposite way though.
Yes. So it's like Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Okay,
he calls it the switchblade.
the Switchblade. All right, so there you go. It was a cool follow up, and he won the U.S. Championship here. So this was when he pretty much uh became the foreigner, I guess, in New Japan.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. We can do our reviews of Crown Jewel and talk about Bound for Glory of what we watched, and we could talk about what happened this week because there's a lot of actually key things that actually happened this week. So there's a lot of things to talk about. First things first is Crown Jewel. We kick off with Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight.
It wasn't Australian enough.
I didn't see no boomerangs.
I didn't see a boomerang. I didn't see a kangaroo. I didn't see a koala bear. There was no big knife,
There was no Vegemite.
no Vegemite, no Fosters.
Why just slap him with a big ass can?
I saw one crumpled up on the street like 2 days ago. Like, who's drinking this? What? In the street? Huh?
Like,
That's
how long
crazy.
did it take?
Yeah, exactly. It was a big can.
They're big,
Uh,
and that's the regular.
no, it was the blue one. It was the blue one.
No, I mean that's their regular size. That's
Oh,
like
that's
the
the
only
regular size.
size.
Oh,
There's no smaller.
dang.
That's their small. They have a bigger can.
That's pretty. Isn't the regular can like almost a 40?
It's about 20. It's like the big boys, but it's wide.
All
So
right.
it's like the tall boys, but wide.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, it was a big ass can.
Yeah.
It's exactly just like Bronson Reed is a big boy. And Roman Reigns found out the hard way. He got mashed up. I mean, he didn't do it by himself though. So
Yes. And then he just invited the Usos to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he said, "I'm not gonna see you till Christmas."
Yep. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
They invite uninvited to Thanksgiving dinner.
Mhm.
Um, the match
I,
itself I enjoyed.
I'd say 375. I'm not going any higher. But here's my one point that I think is like, okay, I'll give him this much. Is if you're gonna have an evil faction, all right, they gotta win sometime.
Yeah.
So there you go. They earned it. They cheated. The Usos messed up.
Yep.
So
The only thing I'll say is that it was not an Australian street fight. There was no Australian things. You could have it. Oh, they had one thing, the cricket bat. Oh, and the rugby balls. Those were
okay.
those were the things that were Australian: the rugby balls
I don't even
and the
think they
cricket bat.
invented those.
Hmm?
I
Well,
don't even think they
but it's
invented
no,
those.
no, they didn't invent it, but they do play it. They do have a league there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
but you could say that was like Barrett stuff from under his bag or something
yeah,
like that.
I was laughing because the only thing with cricket I always think about Raphael is like, is that a cricket bat? No one knows
Hmm.
what a cricket bat. You gotta know what a crumpet is if you know what a cricket. Yeah, that's what I remember. But beyond that, like I like the action in the ring. I thought they have good chemistry. I'm happy Bronson Reed actually wins. So now where you go from here after him beating Roman Reigns, like he has a big win off of him. So where you go with him from there? Um, funny, crazy fact: Bronson Reed is the only person right now that actually has a victory over Okada and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, because Okada don't lose most of the time. So if you actually get a victory over him, it's a surprising victory kind of thing. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I go 375 though because it just you I'll go four. I'll stay at four and that's it. I enjoyed the match. It's just again it wasn't like don't call it Australian street fight if you're not gonna go full brown. Just call it street fight and then we respect what you gave us pretty much. Next match is the Crown Jewel Championship match of Stephanie Barker versus Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I like this one. I thought it was pretty good. Um, maybe not as good as EO on like the biggest stage, but I'd say it was solid. Um, I will say I was surprised just because the statistic was and how they brought it up. But I'm glad she won.
Yep.
So she's like I think statistically also they brought it up. I didn't just make it up that she's like the fastest rising star.
She
Like she's
won.
the first person to win like 3 championships in 1 year,
Yeah,
and
I
the
think
year's not over.
I think the last person that did it was Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Kurt Angle and yeah, just Kurt Angle because Kurt Angle won the European, the IC, and the world title in the same year.
I didn't know that.
Stephanie Barker, she won the North American, the World, the NXT World, and the Women's Championship all in 1 year,
Hmm.
and the Crown Jewel Championship. So that's four. Big ass title. Took a whole chest.
Yeah, it looks like a
Just like a
that's a part of her
corset.
Iron Man. That's her Iron Man armor.
It looks like a corset more than
Mm.
a belt. I'd like the match though. Like I thought, I think it could have got a little bit more time just because of how they were wrestling. They were doing a lot of groundwork. They were actually working with each other really well. And for the first time for them touching hands and stuff like that, it was actually quite good. I actually was very impressed with it. Um, it was just a little too short. Other than that, it was a great match. I'll go forward with this one. Tiffany shined in
Good.
it well too.
I still like the two EO matches better. Two matches she was with EO in
Okay.
better.
No, I agree. Next match: John Cena versus AJ Styles. This is five. I'm not. There's not much I could say that I did not like about this match.
Yeah, I mean for what it was trying to go for, I think it nailed it.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, The only thing better would have been if AJ won. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah, I really enjoyed the match. I like the from the beginning announcing him as the face of nonstop action and all that stuff that John Cena gave the lady to the chemistry they always had. John Cena and AJ Styles have fantastic matches no matter where they're at. If you go back to my favorite one, I think it was the SummerSlam one that they never left the ring and everything was done in the ring. They have extremely great chemistry, and I feel like they just belong in the ring together, kind of thing. The kudos, the tributes to the WWE, and then AJ tributes to the TNA people was pretty great. Um, I caught a lot of those things, and I was like, oh shit, that's cool, and it was just a fun, just throw everything out there kind of match. We are gonna get the last year of AJ Styles. He kind of announced it after the match and whatnot, and it was a great way to send off John Cena. Especially honestly, that could have been John Cena's last match, and I would have been happy with that. So,
I think he still has to fight The Rock. I don't think he needs a match with him, but I think he needs to just fight him in street clothes for messing everything up.
yeah, it's your fault. Um, we still have 4 dates of John Cena. We don't know where that's gonna go. A lot of eyes are pointing at Survivor Series with Dominic Mysterio, which I will love. But there's still 3 opponents and who knows if there's going to be 3 opponents or he's going to just come in to talk. So we don't even know if those going to be 4 straight matches or just 4 appearances in 2 matches. We don't know, but we'll see.
He has to fight The Rock and he has to fight Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
And you saw the stunt man,
Yeah.
so we can do the Peacemaker match. I'm
Yeah,
just
man.
saying.
But I thought the match was fantastic from start to beginning, start to ending. And they did something that again I wish AEW looks at it more, and is the fact that they don't pop up on a finisher. They do like the 3 count, but very barely getting out of the 3 count. There's a lot of things there that I just really enjoyed, and the fact that it just brought me more and more into that match. Um, it was great. It was great. And then when the crowd started yelling out moves, and they try to actually attempt those moves, was actually pretty cool too.
Like when they were saying 619.
Yeah, and they went to it, and then it got blocked out, but it was great. Next match is women's tag match. We got Io Sky, Rhea Ripley versus Kabuki Warriors.
This one I liked a lot. I give it a 4.25. I think it's a continuation of a good feud. I think the physicality was there via Rhea Ripley. Somebody gotta tell her stop trying to kill Kyrie, please. Like she fought her like 3 times in 2 weeks. It's like
Yeah,
she's gonna fold her up, man.
yeah,
Um, do I think the right person won the match? No.
yeah.
Again, because I
I
don't like when, and I don't mean just for bad guys being bad guys' sake, but again, when you have a story and then you show all this antagonistic stuff going on, and like, oh yeah, these guys are bullying me, and it's like once again, when you just punch them in the face and they lose, it's like, well, wow, you didn't really have a problem, did you? So that's the kind of my only issue is just like, well, they just beat him up. That's it.
yeah,
That's it. They just beat him up,
I
and then
agree.
they beat him up,
Yeah,
and then they beat him up, and it's like, well, they aren't really bullies because they just get beat up. So that's kind of my only thing when it comes to that. It's like, yeah, I understand. It doesn't need to be a dominant victory, but sometimes you can use the miss to cover up cheating.
yeah,
Hit them with the miss when then the ref's not looking, and then something happens, and then they end up knocked out. It's like, oops. Oh, I didn't notice they were covered in this black goo. Oh, something that makes some sense. Not
yeah,
just how they lost. So that's it. That's my complaint. Other than that, I thought it was good.
yeah. I think if you wanted to keep pushing this agenda forward of them teaming up and stuff like that, they would had to take. I think Kari and Asuka should have cheated their way to a victory, But then again, it was in Australia. They wanted the hometown girl to win, kind of thing, and it makes sense in that aesthetic.
I
But
thought you lose in your hometown.
I know it depends on who you are, I guess.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Bronson
It's
Reed
just
won.
how many time tag team champion are the Kabuki Warriors? Like three, four.
Yeah, 3 time.
So you know how I feel about
Yeah,
non-tags beating tags tag champions.
yeah. Thought the
That's
match
my
was great though. I really enjoyed it. I'm at four. I'm at a 4-5. Like physicality wise and everything like that. I think everything hit. Um, Kari's just shining. And this is something that I think she's the unsung hero of the storyline, just because her facial expressions and her character stuff, more than anything else, is what tells the story more than more. Because you see how hurt she is, but then she's also like, I gotta kill you, cause she gonna beat me. So I give it a lot of fact that Kairi Sane is really shining when there's a time that she wasn't. She's actually really shining in this storyline. So I'm all for this storyline as long as they keep pushing to shine. I'll give shine to Kairi Sane. I like Kairi. Kairi. And then she keep getting slapped, yo. Stop slapping her. Last match, Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Champion, versus Cody Rhodes, Undisputed Champion for the Crown Jewel Championship.
as lukewarm as I am on Seth's part of the story. I think at least you can give them the credit that they brought it for this match, which makes it feel. I think them being the two guys fighting for the Crown Jewel Championship and the match being as hard fought as it was just made this event seem more, I don't know, serious, more like uh dramatic. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like more like it's, oh good God, this is the actual big deal because this just felt more important than the last show did. You know what I
yeah,
mean? This one match felt more important than the last show.
yeah.
WrestlePalooza did not feel important.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like they just like, all right, we they don't even talk about WrestlePalooza.
no, they keep bringing it up when turn and ask Stephanie
Yeah,
McKay. They kept bringing that up.
yeah, because
So,
she won the title. But beyond that,
yeah.
no one really talks about it. Beyond the women's match on that show, no one really talks about it.
So you just good on them. I thought the last match was actually great. Seth is a madman, but hopefully he didn't crash and burn.
Yeah,
He won the match, but I mean, what was the coast to coast diving headbutt for? Like Jesus Christ, man! Did you think about that one before you did it?
I thought
I'm,
he just want he needs to die, and this is gonna help him die.
I don't know what he was going for. I don't know why he thought he had to invent a move, but all right, because I don't think anybody's ever done that.
Not head first. They go
Nope,
leg first,
nope. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know why
and
he
Seth
had to
knows
invent the
Simone.
move. So
Yeah, and Seth knows Simone. They're gonna hurt.
this is true. This is
Yours,
true.
they a different breed. Their heads don't feel
Hmm.
it. Overall,
So I give it 4-5. I
four
give it
five.
4-5. I think the right person won the right way. He cheated,
Yeah,
and he used the watch from WrestleMania again.
yeah.
Storytelling.
Call back.
Yeah. So I mean, also he finally got his one out of three. So there you go.
Yeah,
The streak is broken. The curse is broken.
yeah. There you go.
So it makes sense.
Talking about that. Overall pay per view. I'm gonna go. I agree with 4 5. I thought it was a very solid world championship match. World crown jewel match. And again, I feel like the promo on Monday, I think, kind of got me to be sold to the match, just the fact that it showed how many times he lost and how he helped him and things like that. And but like he started feeling certain things towards Cody, and then he actually wanted, like, it showed it more important for him to win because all the how many times he fucking lost to fucking Cody Rhodes. Um,
That and he put the guys back on his back.
yeah,
The vision on his back. He was like, if I lose, then I guess you guys can go home.
yeah. Overall pay per view, we give it.
Give it a, I guess a B plus, A minus. Yeah, B plus, B plus.
I go B plus as well. Um, It was a solid show. Little highlights of the the week of wrestling because we have the Bound for Glory and stuff to talk about. So weekend
Look,
wrestling.
before we
Uh,
go too far away from the show, shout outs to the crowd
yeah,
because a good crowd makes the show even better. So shout outs to that crowd.
yeah, and then even Monday Night Raw, they were still loud. They
And
still.
shout outs to the post show how they were just terrorizing Oscar for on Rhea's behalf. I thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Monday Night Raw was also on Perth in Australia, so there was at 8 a.m. In the morning. Um, we got some good matches. We got Dominic and Penta, and he lost because of shenanigans of the Judgment Day. We have a big turning point after the main event, which Braun Breaker cuts Seth
Tired,
Rollins in half.
tired of it.
Well, you know what? In the beginning of the show, Seth kind of put it to himself because he said he didn't need nobody. He was the lone wolf. He didn't need the two guys that was with him. He did it all by himself. He was the genius behind it. So yeah, Braun was like, I bet.
Well, he did give him credit. He said they chose to be there. They chose to be there. That's
Yeah,
he did finish his point.
and then he lost
So
with half his body. Overall, Raw show was actually really good. Kyrie Sane versus Rhea Ripley was actually really good as well. Um, but again, Riptide on poor Kyrie Sane. It's
she
all Oscar's
lost,
fault.
but Oscar, Oscar was there to help them beat her up on the desk, the reinforced desk.
Yes. Um, we had Big Jimmy Uso get destroyed by Bronson Reed.
Well,
Uh,
he didn't get.
well, he
Well,
got beat by Bronson Reed. There you go.
he, he, he was taken down.
Yeah. We also had a good solid tag match with Bailey, Valkyrie versus Judgment Day. I thought that was pretty solid. And we got a new number one contender in CM Punk. And then after that, that's when all the shit happened, and
Yes.
he got broken in half. On SmackDown side, we kind of got new storylines going on. We got like a vignette of Alexa Black and Selena Vega. What do you think about that?
I mean, it, it doesn't send me over the moon. If, I think the moment for me was made.
Yeah,
Like you didn't have to convince me. So it really wasn't for me.
I thought it
I'm
was
not
cool.
saying
Okay.
no. I'm not saying if the promo was bad. I'm saying the they didn't need to have that to sell me on them two being a team. Like I'm already sold.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. Like
Yeah.
so it
I'm
was
on.
good.
Yeah.
Promo
I'm.
was good,
Yeah.
but I'm already sold.
Yeah. I was happy with it, and I'm looking at the direction that it is. It's there was little someone like put it out. There was like similarities to Karrion Cross and Scarlett and how they were used, and I'm like, I see it, but I'm like, I want to let them go and let them do what they're doing,
They
and
haven't done anything yet.
yeah,
What are
again,
you talking about?
let them
That's
start and see where it goes.
that's my thing. They're all spooky people.
Yes.
Have you seen their home? Like their walls are black. People don't regular people don't have black walls in their home.
um.
Their gym is all black. Like these two people, they live spooky. So again, it's sorry, it's just more spooky people.
Yeah. Um. We had Sami Zayn lose the U.S. title to the returning
I'm
Ilya
not,
Dragunov.
well, that was Friday.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, yeah, we done with Raw, right? That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing else. Okay.
I'll go back to NXT real fast. I just wanted to run down the main roster shit because we were talking about Crown Jewel and this all connect.
I thought Rusev is about to kill Dominic.
Yeah, he's gonna kill him, or he's gonna find someone a way to kill him, or it's gonna work in his favor. Uh,
Um, he better put on an iron boot if he kicks him this time. I'm just saying. That was smart with the hammer and the knee pad. I'll,
yeah.
I'll give him.
Yep.
I'll give him.
Dominic is learning from the best. He got the same mullet. Shout outs to Dominic showing the wearing the Black Tiger mask at Japan.
Hmm.
That was actually pretty dope. A couple more things on SmackDown that happened. I see that they're building back the tag team division. We had Motor City Machine Guns versus the Garzas. Um we had stuff with the Street Profits. We had stuff with the Wyatts and the the MFTs and things like that, which I'm actually really excited about more than anything. I like what Solo's doing. I like the fact that it had the paint. Besides Cobbs is kind of weird. He looked like Kung Fu Panda, but beyond
I mean, that might be on purpose too. That's pretty funny.
I'm like, I don't talk to the person to do your makeup, but other than that, I'm liking what they're doing with that. But the highlight of SmackDown has been the U.S. Open Challenge. Sami Zayn fucking been killing it every week, and then him losing to Isla Dragunov, which was an extremely fucking good match, probably match of the week. And Dragunov is your new U.S. champion because of the solo Sakura and solo interrupt and things like that. I just hope that Ilya keeps the Open Challenge going because the amount of matches you can have at Ilya as well, and then maybe Sammy getting it back and them bouncing the title together, I'm fine with that. But Sammy been killing with that U.S. title.
Yeah, I think it's been one of the highlights of SmackDown. I'll say that much.
Yeah, and
And to be honest, Solo didn't do anything.
Solo that
Well, he did.
high, he waved at.
He didn't do anything. So
he
I
he he
really
waved at
can't
him and
be mad.
distracted him. And you don't want to get distracted when you're fighting Ilya Dragunov.
This is true.
He
That
goes
is
he
true.
goes for
But
kill
I will
bills.
say, Dragunov just got back. They was they was throwing some bombs out there. Dragunov trying to do that elbow and
Yeah.
caught that boot to the face in that slow motion. He looked like his face turned into Play-Doh.
Yep.
Like Jesus, damn, you just got back here. Relax, man. Don't just eat that foot like that. Jesus.
Yep.
So I think he got to ice his head down with that championship. So I
Yes.
think he's happy.
Yep. Yep. Little bit about NXT. We had Matt Cardona return in NXT. Took a loss to Briggs, but I thought it was solid.
Yeah, no, that was a good match.
Very
I
good
think
match.
that's the thing that they don't put on a billboard, but because he's a bad guy. But Briggs hasn't had a bad match.
Yeah.
I don't think since he was attacked, him and Jensen like broke up. But even when they were a tag team, I don't think Briggs has had a bad match.
Yeah.
So
Agree. An expense to Cardona's return to a WWE ring since 2020. Last time he was in the ring.
and I mean he could be happy because last time he was in NXT he was a hype bro. So
Yeah.
he
True.
could be happy.
True.
Yeah, there's been
Um,
progress made.
We have Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Lexus King. That's going to be building. Wagner wins, and it's going to be building into Ethan Page versus Wagner.
That was a solid match. Uh, I appreciate Ethan Page not knowing Spanish. Just be like, hey, I don't know, I don't understand what you're saying. It's just
Yes.
like when people let Oscar talk and they pretend that they understand what she said, except for the three words she said in English, and when she starts going real crazy,
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, Ethan Page did the most realistic thing. Call the person out. Hey man, I don't know what you're saying. And I love the clip they put on the social media of him being like, no, no, no. I had to get my contract re looked at because it was in Spanish. Damn, damn. All right,
yes. Zarya Blake Monroe. That was solid.
that was solid. She's still evil, man. That's all I needed.
Yep.
I got Zaruka's story pushed forward. I got Blake's story pushed forward. I was happy. That's all I need.
We got the tag team. The tag team's kind of getting back into position. We have Hang and Tang versus the Calling versus Chase U. It ended in a no contest.
It was a solid match. And the was it Bronco and Nima? I think is their name.
Yes.
Came back. I was saying, where the hell's that dude at? And there he was. He was alive.
So they were a triple threat match. How is a DQ?
I do not know why are there rules on. You can do it
Maybe because it just got
normally.
out of hand and they couldn't call what the match was, and that probably was it.
I mean, normally anything goes in a triple threat, right?
Yeah.
But I thought
Yep. I guess it's ref into the ref's preference. Like if it's too much going on and you can't control the matter, then it's like, all right, we gotta call it off. That makes
Unless
sense.
unless it was just one of those matches that had the rule set
Yeah.
that had rope break on, it had interference off.
Yeah.
Somebody turned it on. So there you go.
We got, and then the women's battle royal that has some TNA stars too. We had uh the inspiration. They were in
We
there.
had some Elegance brand.
Yep.
We had uh
I don't know her name. I forget. Always forget her name is now. But you had the Xylee. I know her
oh
name is
yeah, yeah,
Xylee,
yeah.
and
Because they have a tag team name. I know what you mean.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they were there as well. And then you also had some rookies with Kendall Gray. She actually just won the Evolve Championship.
Okay.
Jordan Grace. You have Izzy Dam and Tatum Paxley, and Tatum Paxley actually wins.
Not on purpose. So we'll see how that factors into the story.
Me too. I'm happy that she won though.
But yes, thank goodness.
It
And
was,
I
it
like
was
that Lyra came out there
yeah,
and almost died trying to trying to give her a hug. Jesus,
yep. It was her or Thea Hale. I would have loved to win, see win.
this is true.
So
This
I
is
was
true. I
either one
also
of them.
forgot she was in the match.
Yeah, Alexia,
I was happy
Alicia
to see
Fox
that. I
was
was like,
there.
yeah, yes.
Forgot she was there. Um, but yeah. We had Bound for Glory this weekend as well. A lot of good stuff. Hardys versus the Lee Boys was a memorable match. It was just like played with the nostalgic of them too, and I was happy with it.
Yeah, they played the hits. I
Yeah,
think that's what they needed to do.
yeah,
They
I,
didn't reinvent the wheel.
yeah.
No.
I thought it did everything you needed to do,
Hmm.
and I enjoyed it. Santana versus Trick Williams was very good.
Yeah,
Um, Trick really helped Santana get up there with that popularity and shit too. Like him being that antagonist heel really helped Santana just make you want to see him whoop his ass more. And
that's true.
I thought that match was great. Leon Slayer on Javon Evans was fantastic to watch, but it was like a watching a match on a trampoline, but no trampoline.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of bounty. And then we had the 10-person in gender tag hardcore warfare with Ali and his order 4 versus the system. That match was insane.
Yeah, that was very violent. Y'all
Uh,
stop playing with staples, man. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, Gia Miller debut against Tessa Blanchard.
It was okay.
It was
It was
okay.
solid. It wasn't. They didn't. I don't. For the again, that was one of those matches where it was a grudge match. So for the level of promo and intensity, on the out of the ring stuff, it
Yeah,
didn't match in the ring. Like
yeah,
I
that
thought Gio was
yeah.
supposed to be trying to kill her.
Yeah, I wanted Gia to just fucking just attack her ass once she got into the ring. Like that, I was
Like
looking at that. Like she
like
tormented her
had
ass.
she yeah, like had she got DQ'd at any point, I wouldn't have been surprised. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I that was my only gripe with the match. It was like, yeah, if she was tormenting you this much and you willing to tie up, that's annoying. So I was
Hmm.
like, beat her ass.
Yep.
That was my only thing, but I thought she did pretty solid for her debut in
Yep.
TNA. The other matches were kind of forgettable. To be honest, the Steve Macklin, Franklin Kazarian, I didn't. I honestly,
I mean, I saw it. It was solid.
it was
It wasn't
solid.
anything
I
special. It was basically a TNA
Okay.
like show match. You know what I mean? Like it didn't
Inspiration,
go
yeah.
extreme or anything. So.
Inspiration retained their tag titles.
Hmm.
Um, but it was a solid pay per view. Not at all. We have a new champion in Mike Santana. Kalani Jordan retains her championship match. That match was I wanted to be better. It was kind of off.
Yeah, they had a little bit of oil and water going on there.
Yeah, but Bound for Glory was a good show.
I guess score wise, I would probably give it like a B minus, C plus.
I go B
I
minus.
think it was carried by the bigger matches.
Yeah, I'll say everything after the Claw Your Shot Battle Royal was like what made the pay per view.
Hmm.
And I even think the Call You Shot Battle Royal was fun.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah, I wanted Cardona to win, but I knew he wasn't. He was close. That sneaky Kazarian. Um, we do have.
Oh, we
Yeah,
could say this. We didn't mention. I think that the main event didn't need the shenanigans at the exact end.
same here. I thought that you should have let Santana have his victory.
Yeah, let it breathe.
You could have just done that on Impact, the TV show.
Yeah, or it's on social or something. They didn't have to do it right then.
Yeah,
And yeah.
I feel like again, I feel like you should let him have his shine and just wait for the show to happen. Like you could have opened the show with that.
Yeah. Or he could have, like I said, if they could have had, you know, Nemeth and Frankie and whatever, like arguing and bickering
Yeah,
and set up a promo for that and then carry that to the next show.
yeah.
Like that's all.
I did watch Wrestle Dream. You said you got thrown off by the first match.
Yeah. It's at a pace for me that was like, I can't.
This show was
And
long.
and then and then when I saw the third Hurt Business versus Ricochet in a match in like
2 weeks.
less than yeah, it was just like what? I'm good. What's it for?
At least it was
What was that
for
match
number contendership.
for the trios title?
Yeah, yeah. This one was for number contendership at least.
Well, I don't know who won because that was the match that made me go, yeah, I already saw this. I'm good.
I'll run through it real fast and then we could not talk about it afterwards.
I think Hater and Tekla was solid.
That was solid. That was solid. Honestly say that it probably did not have to be on the pay per view just because most of their stuff was on TV. But I was happy it was there. It was a good match.
I just don't know what the spooky girls are gonna think now that she lost because she was like the front runner.
But they lost
So
too.
she got beat. Yeah, I know. I know that, but that's not how wrestling works.
They're a bunch of losers.
The two of them are friends. She's not
Yeah,
their friend.
yeah. Well, one kind of not really friend, but she was kind of possessed.
No.
Remember, she got shot in the eye. She had the black
Yeah,
makeup.
right. That's true.
She was
Well,
possessed to
damn,
be her
she
friend.
was. Oh man, that's messed up.
She was forced to be her friend.
I forgot. I forgot for a second that Julia Hart is spooky. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yes. Yeah. You forget that because they don't really do nothing with her, and any of the
Yeah,
spooky
I mean
stuff
she has
anymore.
the intro and all that, but she doesn't do the spooky stuff no more.
No, she doesn't. Yeah, Knight and McBailey versus FTR. I thought the match was just too long and it was incomplete.
Nah, I thought it was the length was fine. It's just that opening was like, what are you doing? FTR should know better.
Yeah.
And if they do it that way, then I think the pace of the match should have been different. Like, how do you how do you power drive a man on his head, and then that man gets up not more than like 30 seconds later, flips on you, and then flies out of the ring
It
like nothing
happened.
happened, and then continues to wrestle the match and never once again holds his head. Like that's what I see when people talk about not selling. That's not selling.
Yeah, and
That's stuff where
that's not
that's
the
stuff
only one
where
time that
I
happened. It
don't say
happened.
I don't. Yeah, yeah. It's just that's where he goes. I don't talk about that stuff. That's not why I watch wrestling. But when I see that, it's like, bro, are we participating in the same thing here?
Yeah.
You do you have like a special meter and you just fight until your body's all red? Like nothing makes sense over there. I can do anything to you. Oh, he said no. He's only orange. It's
Yeah.
okay. I gotta
You
I
gotta
gotta
put
hit
that
him
in
with
the
a
screen then.
chair. Yeah,
You gotta put the
dude.
meters on the
If
screen. If not, we can't follow the
somebody
shit.
needs somebody needs to put that on AEW and just put the little silhouette of a man's body at the bottom because that's just how they be wrestling sometimes.
Yeah, I there was not that was on something with it, especially how it started. And again, you saying FTR is more like they should know better to slow it down and actually like get pace. And those things annoyed the shit out of me. And this is not the first match that happened. It happens throughout the whole night. And there's a lot of matches that started off good and just threw me off. Um, Hater and Tekla, I'll say that was a pretty solid match. Like that one I'll actually rock and I give that one a 4 because I was actually really interested in it. And at the point of their rivalry, I was not interested whatsoever. I feel like Jamie Hater, her character and her theme don't mix. It just kind of throws me off. But the match itself and just like the pure like wrestling they did in there, I really enjoyed. Um, Jurassic Express, Young Bucks, same shit, same thing in the first match. There was
I,
fucking Jack Perry and his
I
rubberneck.
but I give them leeway, and I also give them more credit because they didn't do what they did in the first match.
Yeah,
That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I know, we're gonna get 50 moves that look like somebody should be in the infirmary right now, but the thing is, they didn't pull. I expected, and also they didn't pull me out of the match because they didn't start with like it would be. What's the name of the move where they do the flipping power driver?
oh yeah, yeah,
Is that
the
more
Meltzer
bang for your
driver.
buck?
Yeah,
If they had started the match with that, and then Jack Perry had proceeded to never like hold his head once during the match, I'd have been like, I can't.
yeah,
But they earned their nonsense, so I thought it was a better match.
it was a better match. Jurassic Express won the money, and I actually liked it. The Young Bucks, Titantron.
I also think it's cool to, yeah.
I
I
thought it
also
was
like the
funny.
"You ain't got no money" chant, which
Yeah,
I thought was pretty funny. I like that Stokely. It just reminded me too. The side stuff for that show had me dying. Stokely helping to win the match though was funny, but was even funnier was Nigel saying he's short, he's bald, and he's got no hose, but he knows his way around a wrestling ring. You gotta watch him. And I was just like, it must be so much fun to work there because people just be randomly saying stuff like that. walking down the hall, walking down the hallway. Hey, wait up, no hose. How you
yeah.
doing? But
um,
again, like the stuff with the feel good stuff with Jurassic Express, I think it's been long enough.
yeah,
So it feels kind of like I think it was time. 'Cause there was just too much. Not it was man. Moxley's era of AEW was just bad, and there were just a lot of people missing. A lot of people that were bad guys. Just like wasn't great.
yeah,
So Jurassic Express, I think, is welcome right now to me anyway.
yeah.
So it was okay. It was a good. I thought it was a fine match.
We had the trios. We did talk about that. Hurt Syndicate did beat the Demand, and they are the number one contenders for the trios title.
Makes sense, but you know what would have made more sense in my opinion
Yeah,
for the feud if this match instead of for the trios title, maybe they did that next week on Dynamite, right?
yeah,
But in this match, I would have preferred one-on-one Ricochet versus MVP because that's just who's antagonizing each other the most.
yeah.
MVP tripping over his cane to try to kill Ricochet every time he sees him. So I think they should have had a singles match at the pay per view. That's it.
Okay. TNT Championship: Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. Solid match, but again, you get a lot of those like big moves and no sell. But beyond that, I thought the match was solid. Fletcher solid. Briscoe been killing it as well. I actually would have had Briscoe go over just the fact that it would have made that MJF win mean something.
Okay,
I understand that what they're
I
doing
can
with
see
them
that.
and the Don Callis family, so I get that. But the fact that you have him fighting for the TNT Championship, you have him with a big win off of MJF, and then you have him against him. I think just to have something to that you gave something or a big shocking moment. This was your big shocking moment if Briscoe would have won the TNT Championship. You would have
Agree.
got like
Agree.
people would have been talking about that. Because honestly, if you actually looked at the card, honestly, if you look at the card going into the show, you knew exactly who was gonna win. You don't have those. We don't have those surprises, and beyond the, even Mercedes Monet, you still don't have those surprises. I honestly, that was another thing that I would have had changed too. It was like, why don't you just have her lose the title? Surprisingly, she already got the record. So beyond that, but I
I can
thought the
see that.
match was solid. AEW Women's Championship. Tony Storm versus Chris Statler. This also had a pile driver that just got like eaten, and it really bothered me. I was like, damn, come on. I really wanted to like this match, and I wasn't crazy about it. So I'm like 3-5, 3-7-5 with this match. I thought the match was okay. I thought the physicality was good, but when like you're not selling a finisher move, not even at all. I'd rather dumb break out of a 2.9 count than dumb just not just eating a finisher and just getting right back up. Not even holding her neck, not even holding her head, just going right back into business. So those things really bother me. Um, and then you had the
A
TBS
lot of
champ,
super armor.
huh?
I said a whole lot of super armor this week.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what this card was. It was like all super armors and just rubbernecks everywhere. TBS Championship, we have Monet and Mia Shakura is the one that answered the championship because she said open challenge for anyone that has a title. So someone has to have the title in order for her to defend her title. Monet wins. She is the interim ROH Championship TV champion, which is funny. It's a it's a intern championship, not even full championship. But it was actually a good surprise match. I would again another surprise reaction shit. I would have had Mina take the title from Monet just for the shock value. AEW Tag Team Champions, yeah, Bro Dito versus Takesha and Nakata. The match was, I would say, longer than it had to be, but I say this was probably one of the better matches on the card.
Yeah, all right.
The physicality and everything like that. The way they sold, the way they actually carried each other and stuff like that. I think this was one of the better ones of selling that character. It was more of, I'll say it was more in the likes of a New Japan match than it was a AEW match. Then you have Hangman Page, Samoa Joe. Again, this is another match I wanted to like more, but it was solid though. It was not like really too really bitch at. I think the ending kind of just gave some story with Samoa Joe going heel again with Hobbs and Sabata.
Okay. Okay.
And then the main event was the I Quit match: Darby Allin versus John Moxley. Um, so this match had to be around like 12 o'clock or 12:30 because I remember 11:30 it was still the Brodito versus Okada and Takesha. So this was like really late. So I was already asleep. I saw it this morning. There's a lot of shit that they did in this match or it was insane, but there was a lot of things that again they just had to kill each other. Just honestly, just take each other out and just don't show up for like a year. I think that would be the best part of this match. Just take each other out and just don't show up for a year. Just go back on the mountain. Go climb another mountain. Something. Because like but at least I'm happy Darby Allin won, so it actually shows that he won the match and everything like that. But I have a feeling that it's not gonna finish. It's not gonna be the end. I feel like Moxie's gonna show up Wednesday, fucking attack him again. So,
Now doesn't he have to deal with Pac?
huh?
Because you cut one head off, and now the next one pops up. Doesn't he
Yeah,
have to deal with Pac
he's
next?
gonna go
Pac.
for Pac. He's gonna go for Claudio. But it's like Moxie's gonna be there. Like Moxie's not gonna take a break. He's not gonna fucking just not show up. He's gonna be there. Like honestly, I feel like our Darby, if winning, Moxie should not be there. Moxie should not be on Wednesday. But bet you he's gonna be there.
Hey, hold on. You know what's interesting? You say that Moxley shouldn't be there after Hangman beat him twice.
Yeah,
Honestly, this match shouldn't even be happening right now. He shouldn't be there.
I'm just saying. Someone throw Jungle Boy throw booby traps. Lock his ass in the fucking floor. Booby trap. Make sure he don't show up on TV. At least sell that fucking win. It was cool seeing Sting come back. He beat people with a bat. They tried to drown Darby Allin in the middle of the ring in a fish tank. Um, and then Singh came in, beat the shit out of people, carried Amir Sharia out, and then Darby Allin catches Moxley. Then he does the coffin drop, and then he puts him in Scorpion Deathlock, and that's how he wins the match. So he made him make I quit. You think a regular Scorpion Deathlock would have not had Moxley quit? You would think him like stapling his finger or putting something in his middle of his nail or stabbing him in his forehead and things like that will be the things that will make him quit. No, Scorpion Deathlock. Scorpion Deathlock. That's
A wrestling move.
it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hey, it's wrestling.
yeah, it is. It is. Uh, I AEW Wrestle Dream. I'm at a C with it. I wanted a better show. I was disappointed with some of the matches I did want to see from like Statlander and Storm. I wanted a better match, but I was a little disappointed with that. But other than that, yeah, they gave a show, so I'm not gonna hate it as much as everyone. But there is things that they had to really do when they actually make these matches. They also had to say, "Hey, we are doing this, this, and this. Can you not do this, this, and this in your match so it don't look alike?"
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where my big gripe with it. I feel like after you see one match, you kind of just go into seeing the same match over and over again. There's no difference in how they wrestle. It's just the same thing. So I wish they get more creative in their match types and stuff like that. They do have the talent, and I will never say they don't have the talent. The AEW has the talent. They just have to book. They just have to structure the matches better.
I think that I agree with, but it's just that some of the rethink the card.
Yeah.
Like I said, some other stuff feels like, oh no, we need to have them on the show. Well, then rethink how you do stuff. Because I seriously think that that Hurt Business match did not need to be on the show.
There was maybe three matches that didn't have to be there.
Or
FTR.
I'm not saying, you go ahead, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm not saying take the people off the match. I'm saying reorganize what you're gonna do with each of these characters,
Yeah.
each of these wrestlers to push the stories along, because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because it's not like everybody's having matches for no reason. Most of these matches they have story going along with them.
Yeah.
It's just, did I think that they pushed the stories in the right direction with some of these matches? No, that's all.
Yeah, I agree with
And
this
of
one.
course, that first match was just like, come on, man,
Like
come
the
on.
Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate, and whatever their name is now. I think I agree with you. Like
The man,
honestly, most of the beef was between MVP and Ricochet. You could have had them fight for the trios number one contendership. Just had them two fight for it, and then have the shenanigans of the both teams being out, but have them fight each other in the ring. I agree with that. I think it would have been more, and it wouldn't have been full of just tag team after tag team because right after that it went into another tag match and shit. But beyond that, like the FTR match could have really just been on Dynamite or Collision. I really that didn't really have to be there. Um, I don't want to take the hater Tekla match out because I actually like the match, but that's also a match you could have just had on Dynamite as well. Not to give them not credit, but it was just like you had this show start at 7 and fucking went to like 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and like I think AEW will, like structure wise on a pay per view should be max 8 matches, and I feel like they don't do that. They do like 12 matches, and I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
let's say
y'all
well,
don't need
it's a
all
little
this.
easy.
Yeah, 8 matches. 8 matches are key because honestly, you'll have your biggest stories within those 8 matches. And if you can't fit that, then that's where you have Dynamite Collision, and then you could probably push those other storylines into those other next pay per view. But yeah, those 12 hour matches, like I'm drained by the third match because again, I feel like I'm watching the same match over and over because no one has a different style. Everyone kind of wrestles that same style. But that's it. Um, it was alright. It was alright. I was not paying $30 for that. But anyway. Podcast we listened to. We haven't went that last week, but there was quite a few good ones this week. Io Shirai was on Chris Van Vliet. That was a good conversation.
Okay, well, good stuff.
He also had. There's another one that was good. Uh, he had Peter Rosenberg on it, and that was actually a pretty good conversation as well. I think he has Natalia on Tuesday. So
Okay.
there you go. Because for I think her book comes out this month.
Uh,
There we go. Shout out to also the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. They were big. They had a big booth in New York Comic Con. I did see like videos of it and stuff like that. I did pre-order some of the. I pre-ordered the Tony Storm Big Rubber guy, and I pre-ordered the Carrying Cross one and Santana one. That one's becoming a problem. I was like, stop making people I like, and then because those are like $40, 40, $50 a figure. So
mhm.
yeah, but I pre-ordered those. Um, but that's about it. Wrestling retrospect. You can pick if
No,
you
no,
have someone in mind.
it should be your pick because
My pick.
last
Okay.
we let somebody else pick. So yeah.
All right. I guess I don't think we have done him. So let me just look through the list real fast. Yeah, I'll go with him. The new TNA champion, Mike Santana.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I know he had like a big tag career, so he was a big tag team wrestler with
Mhm.
this dude, but he just
Ortiz. Yes, sir.
yeah Ortiz, yeah. So there's some good matches. I remember seeing some of the LAX matches in TNA. They were pretty good. So yeah, so Mike Santana would be our wrestling retrospect, and we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on all social medias. We're on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Market the Mike and Recycle Link.
Yes, sir. Follow us anywhere and everywhere. Recyclone Inc. Twitter, Tumblr, uh, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check us out.
Peace out, leaders, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.